So I spoke to Julia, and they're going to give us 2 extra classes, so that'll wind us up into the middle of January. However, we need to pick it up a little bit because they are going to have spring classes. And I told her, you really can't march through this like an army. You need to spend time, so somebody misses a session, they have it. Now we will continue to send you the recordings. So today, it's just about one. I'm going to get started. I want to get today from page 16 to page 20, the beginning of lesson 3. And there's a lot of embedded review. So these are very well constructed pages. It's really very good. And the review is right in there with the letters we've learned and the vowels and how to put them together. So I'm happy. But I was trying to learn how to screen share. So we'll see if this works. And I put in my key. I'm hopefully to come up with, let me see. Oh my goodness, this might actually work. Oh, there it is. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I tried to make it larger from the way it is in the book. And what I wanted to start off is I wanted to, remember I said to practice singing that. I wanted to point out a few things to you so that you'll see that it really is not difficult in terms of reading. So first thing I want to ask you is, can anyone tell me one whole line that repeats? Like, what are the line numbers? You don't have to even say it. There's one line that repeats all the way. So take a look at it. It's
4 and 6.
Second, 2, 4.
4, 6. 4, 6, 8. Yeah.
all 4 lines are the ones, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's the same thing, exactly, word for word. So that's the first thing. So that eliminates already half of these lines. Once you can do that line, you've got half of the lines. You've got 4 out of 8. Okay. Now, I want you, today we're going to be concentrating on line 1, the 4th word. And we're going to learn the resh and the tav. Can anybody pronounce that from anything?
Hasharet.
Hasharet. Hasharet. Okay, so we're going to be learning in a little while the resh, the r sound, and the tav. And I will point out that if you ever went to Hebrew school, there is, or if you know people who still pronounce modern Hebrew with an Ashkenazic sound, there's 2 letters they used to call it when I went to Hebrew school, was a tav and a sav, and one has a dot. It's the same letter but with a dot. So they would say Shabbos instead of Shabbat. It's Sephardic Hebrew spoken in Israel. We say Shabbat. We don't say Shabbos. But if you know Yiddish, you say gut, a gut and Shabbos. All right. So that's one thing. Now, in the first line, the first 2 words, what are the first 2 words? Can anyone say them?
Shalom Aleichem.
Okay, and the name of the book is Shalom Aleichem. Let's all say that together. Shalom Aleichem. Okay, great. Now, those 2 words are going to be different in lines 3 and 5 and 7. Okay, so the song is called Shalom Aleichem, but that is not going to start lines 3, 5, and 7. So now you have a little bit of a change. So look at line 3. Can anyone, you can recognize that second word, right? Line 3, what is that word?
Shalom. L'shalom.
Okay, and if you look on line 5, the second word,
L'shalom.
and line 7, the second word.
Shalom.
Okay, so there's repetition there. So the only thing that's going to change there is going to be the first word in line 3, 5, 7. Does anyone know how to pronounce the first word on line 3? If I tell you that that first letter is a bet with a B sound.
Bachem.
Boachem, right? The vowel is O, bo, a, chem, and we had the chaf, we had the final mem. The only thing we didn't have, yeah, we had the aleph, it's silent. The only thing we haven't had is the bet. Boachem. Boachem l'shalom. Okay, now I want you to take a look at the rest of line 3. Boachem l'shalom. And then there's 4 words. Malache shalom, Malache elyon. Look at line 5 and the last 4 words. Exactly the same. Malache shalom, Malache elyon. Now look at line 7, the last 4 words. Malache shalom. Okay. And so now the only thing we're looking at that's different. So line 1 has Shalom Aleichem, but then it changes on line 3 to Boachem L'Shalom. Look at line 5. Line 5. Again, the first one is a B, ba. Huni. I used to tell my students with the Vav, that straight line, and I said, if I punch you in the stomach, what are you going to say? And they're going to go, ooh. If I take my hand and I press down on your head with the dot, what are you going to say? You're going to say, oh. And if I see a mouse at my feet with the Vav, I would say E. So can anyone put this together? The second to the last letter is a nun.
Barchuni.
Yeah, Barchuni. Perfect. Barchuni. So in line 3, we have Boachem L'Shalom. And line 5, we have Barchuni L'Shalom. Only the first word is different. Now let's go to line 7. That's a tzadi with a t, like a ts. And there's a tav. Seit. Seitchem. And the second word, L'Shalom. Seitchem L'Shalom. Other than that, let me just see, I wrote down here. Okay, so Boachem, and pretty much that's it. So this song is a lot of repetition. Then the melody, which starts with da 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 dee 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 dee, and then line 3 goes higher. Boachem. Hello, Esther.
Hello.
So we're taking a look at my new skill, screen sharing. I wait till I tell my daughter. She'll be very proud of me that I did it. All right, so now I said to practice this, I want to slowly try to sing the song, okay? You're all going to try with me?
Yes.
All right, so there's a lot of friendly words here, and there's a lot of repetition. So, achat, shtayim, shalosh, which means 1, 2, 3. Okay. Shalom aleichem, malachei hasharet, malachei elyon. Line 2. Melech malachei ha'achim, Akadosh Baruch Hu. Wow, we made it through the first 2 lines, line 3. That first word is Boachem, and the melody goes up a little bit. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei elyon. Line 4. Melech malachei ha'achim, Akadosh Baruch. Wow. Line 5, it's Baruch Hu L'Shalom. Shalom, Malake Asher, Malake Elyon, Melech Now the last stanza, line 7, it's Seitchem L'Shalom. Seitchem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Malachei Hamlachim. Take it home. Kadosh Baruch Hu. Bravo, bravo. Nice job. Okay, now let's see if I can stop sharing. This is going to be fun. Stop sharing. Oh, we did it. Okay, so let's see who's here. I have everybody. Marilyn Klein. Okay, I'm taking attendance quickly. And we're going to be starting with page 16. So get out your books. Marilyn Klein is in the house. Marilyn Klein. Okay, I have everybody else. Susan, are you under some blankets?
No, I'm sitting on my bed, but no, I'm not under a
I
blanket.
see blankets. I
Oh,
don't
the
see
wrong,
Susan.
wrong person. Right.
Susan
Oh,
Winter.
you know what? Okay, thank you. I see what I did. I've got to fix it. Thank you. Let me.
Okay.
I see what I
Alright.
did. There I am. You know what?
Hi, Susan.
Ah, okay. Okay, good. Susan Winter, she's here.
You guys were on share when I got on, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, share. We were sharing Shalom Aleichem. Okay, Ella Rosen. Ella, we got you. I have Esther. Robin. I think I have everybody so far. Charlene. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and hopefully more people will join us. Okay, so we're going to start, don't get panicked. We're going to start with page 16. We left off with 15. And we're going to look at the letter Resh. And the letter Resh has an R sound. And you'll see at the top of page 16, the word Hasharet, which we just encountered in Shalom Aleichem. And I just want to tell you that the phrase Malachei Hasharet, Malach is an angel. Melech is a king, but Malach is an angel. And Malachei Hasharet, that phrase means ministering angels. It means angels who serve God. Okay, so God's serving angels. Malachei Hasharet. And then it says Malachei Elyon, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, the angels from above. So that's a nice phrase. Okay, so on page 16, we're going to start practicing with the letter Resh, and we'll review those vowels. Remember, so there's on line 1 is a Resh. Next to it is the letter Vav. And so that is a vowel. And what we're going to pronounce is the dot on the top of the Vav, which is if I press down, if I have a line and I have a dot, I'm only going to pronounce that's oh my head. Oh, the dot on the top. I would go over to the kids and I would put my hand on their head and I'd say, how do you feel? And they go, oh, my head. So when we combine the Resh and that vowel that we have Ro.
Row.
And if we just have the dot, so we have that line, which is a Vav with a dot, is an O vowel. Just the dot, if I put my hand on your head, just that dot is still O. They're identical. That's every identical tentacle. They are the same. So we have on line 1, it's Ro. and then the second word is row. Okay, now, if I have that dot, and you can leave that dot as a mouse at my feet, and I once had a mouse in my living room, and I went, ee, and they jumped up. So that's E. We've had that. So R and E with the dot on the bottom is re. And the fourth word, it's just a syllable. If I have a yud with the dot, it's still re. Now, the next one has 3 dots. It almost looks like a Mickey Mouse face. Eh. Re. And then the next one has 2 dots. And that's A.
Ray,
Good, it's still the same. Ray. Okay, now let's slowly go through that line 1 and combine the resh with all those vowels together. Keep together with me. Row, row your boat. Re, re, ray, ray. Okay, now line 2, we're going to practice the resh with some of the letters we've had. So take a look at line 2. Does anyone remember how you pronounce that one? It's a final letter. It's called a final chaf. That's the hint, name of it, final chaf. So that's reich, right? Reich. That letter, that final one, the long extension, that can only be at the end. And it's called a reich sofit. It's a chaf sofit. Now the one next to the 4th one in on line 2, recognize that letter? Ahmed has a sound of a L, so that combination would be rail.
Rail,
Good. Next to it is a final what? What's that guy?
Mem,
Mem. Final mem. It can only be used
Rem.
at the end.
Ram,
Rame.
Rain.
And that was a fairly new letter, the one, the last one. Resh. And that letter has a sound of SH. Shh. Resh. Okay. Now let's slowly do line 2 together. Okay, so we're combining the resh with some vowels and some old letters that we know. Now let's do it slowly. Here we go. Ray, ray, reich. All right. Remember, I told you that kid said to me, I said, what's your name? He says, Yitzchak. And I go, don't ever say that. It's Yitzchak. It's not Yitzchak. It's Yitzchak. Go home and practice gargling is what I should have told him. It's not Yitzchak. It's Yitzchak. We have reich. And then we have rail, ram, reich. Okay. All right. Now on line 3, they put the resh at the end of these syllables. Okay, so let's see if we can do it together slowly. Line 3. Ray. Remember that's a chaf. La ray. Ma ray. Sha ray. Sha ray. Sha ray. Sha ray. So resh is a normal letter. It can be used in the beginning, in the middle, in the end. It's just plain old resh. Okay. And now on line 4, they made slightly larger syllables. Let's try it together. Sha ray. Sha rare. Sha rail. Sharim, Sharish, Sharish. Excellent, Mitsuyan. Now we had the letter Hey, which is a breathy sound like an H. Huh. Huh. It doesn't have H, it just has a H, right? An aspirate sound. ha, and you feel that breath like ha, ha, ha. Okay. We don't say ha, ha, ha. We say ha, ha, ha. Okay. And so on line 5, the first one would be hashare.
Array.
Hashare. Okay. The second word on line 5, let's go together. Ha. Very good. Hasharesh. Hasharesh. See it? Ha, sha, resh.
Resh.
So the good thing about Hebrew that you don't get, let's say, in French or in English, you do get it in Spanish. What you see is what you get. It is a phonetic language, which is, so whatever letters are there, you have to pronounce them unless they're an aleph or an ayin, which are silent letters. So we have to go ha, we have a hey and a ha, a shin and a sha, a resh and an a, ray, and it ends with a sh. So we have ha, sha, resh. Does everybody see that? You pronounce everything that's in front of you. Okay. All right. And the third word on line 5 would be ha, sha, ray.
Ray.
And the next, ha,
Sha.
resh.
Resh.
Next, ha, sha,
Ray.
and the last, ha, sha, ray.
Ray.
Okay. Now on line 6, they're bringing in some of the earlier letters that you learned. So in the first word, we have a mem, m, and then we have a lamed, l. That part is mal. The vowel with the straight line under it is a, mal, a. So that third letter, will you call that third letter the silent one? What is that called?
Aleph.
Aleph, aleph, aleph. It's the first letter in the Hebrew alphabet. Aleph, bet, bet, aleph, bet, bet, gimel, dalet, hey. By the way, I think that was written by Debbie Friedman, Jody. Right? Aleph, that song that every Hebrew school kid knows. Okay, so we'll learn that too. So you have a mem and a lamed, and then there's the aleph with the a. So when you have a silent letter, you only pronounce the vowel, its dancing partner. I used to call it a letter, a consonant, and a vowel go together. They're dancing partners. You have mal, and there's no vowel under lamed, so we can't make one up. Just mal, ah, hey. Two dots in the end. So that first word is, everybody? Malachi. And now we're getting ready for this phrase that we saw in the song is ha, sha, ray. And then the next combination. Mal,
Okay.
hey. Ah, ray. Mal, ray. And then it is at the end again. Mal, hey, ha, sha, ray. Okay. All right. Now there's 2 words and they're both the same. Can anyone do line 7? Raise your hand. Anybody? Okay, Robin.
Malachi hashalom, Malachi hashalom.
Oh, now I know why you were putting me into media class. So that is Malachi hashalom. So it's a phrase. The angels of peace. Angels of peace. Malachi hashalom. It's nice to think that there's some helpers out there. My friend was sick, so I said, I'm going to call in all the Jewish angels because there are angels, lots and lots of them. I have a pin with angels names. And I said, and you're going to be protected. I'm going to call on those angels to protect you and surround you, and you're going to get well. So just think of all those angels, Malachi, Hashalom, the angels of peace, the ministering angels of God surrounding you, and you are feeling protected now. Very beautiful thought, I thought. Okay, now on the bottom, they're taking little pieces of the song. And they figured, well, we're in the big leagues now. So you have Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharei, Malachi, and then Mi melech malachei hamlachim. Okay, melech hamlachim, king of kings. Who are they referring to? Who is melech? Who is melech malchei hamlachim? The king of kings. God. God has this many different ways in the prayers that we refer to God. And Malachei Hamlachim, the King of Kings, Melech, the King of Kings, and that's God. And on the bottom, we have this like little person who's a helper, Hasharet, servant, the messenger of God. Okay, the ministering angels, the ones who serve, the ones who are the messengers of the angel. Okay, page 17.
I just
Yes.
have one quick question, and that's on line 9,
Okay,
on the third word, and under the mem, there are 2 dots.
that
is
just
that-
means they took part of the song. They go, "Mi melech malachei hamlachim," and they wanted to show you that that's part of the song. Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Those 3 dots are not vowels.
No, the 2 dots under the mem and the third word on line 9.
Oh, the 2 dots.
Hamlachim.
Hamlachim.
Is it a shva? Is it a
Yes,
shva?
it's a shva.
That is a shva.
Hamlachim.
Because sometimes I was hearing it, sometimes I wasn't hearing it, and I
You know,
wanted to
when
make
you're
sure it's a
singing it,
shva.
sometimes, yeah, hamlachim.
Okay,
Mi melech malachei hamlachim.
Hamlachim.
Both the shvas there. Very good.
Okay.
Okay, so here is another new letter today. It's called the letter Tav, and the one with the dot used to be called Sav. In Sephardic Hebrew, we pronounce them both as a T. Okay, whether it has a dot or no dot, it still has a T sound. Still a Tav. Okay, and the top of page 17, there's the word Hasharet. Okay, ministering or serving. Okay.
Sure, right.
So that's one of the key words because that comes from the song. All right, so now we're just practicing on line 1. Actually, they're taking the letter Tav and they're practicing with all the vowels. So let's see, can anyone do that? That's a review of the vowels and the new letter Tav. Would somebody like to read that line? Okay, Alice, hit it. So the first, you're just going to say T. It's just a sound. It doesn't have a vowel. Okay, go ahead.
T, 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 Tay, Tay, Te, Ta, Ta, To, To, T.
Perfect. So you can see we have pairs here. We have that dot or the dot with the yud, T, T, that's a pair. They're both pronounced the same. We had this previously. The yud does not change that sound of the vowel. Whether it's just a dot under the top or the dot and the yud, it's still T. Okay, the next pair is Te, Te. The 2 letters under the top, with or without the yud, is still Te. And then the line across for this one, this is a patach kamatz, is still A.
Ta.
Ta and ta, just the way Alice said. And the last one you have, if it's just a dot on your head, O. And if it's a vav and a dot, that vowel is still O. So they're showing you that these are pairs, that there are sound-alikes, okay? Now in Hebrew, there's a lot of sound-alikes. Like we saw a mem and a final mem. And we'll see others. I think that was our only one that was a sound-alike. The letters so far. Oh, we had a chaf and a final chaf, right? Okay. It doesn't change the sound. It's still a chaf. Whether it's at the beginning of a word, the middle, and the end, it's still a chaf. It's still a chaf. Whether it's a final chaf or a regular chaf. Okay. So those are some features of Hebrew which we don't see in English. We don't have final letters. Okay. We do have, and this is why foreign-born people have such a hard time with English. We'll have letter C, for example, in 2 different ways to pronounce it, right? Like cat or nice. Okay, now, English is much more difficult than Hebrew, ladies, much more difficult. Okay, all right. Would anyone like to try line 2? Let's have a volunteer. Ella.
Okay.
Ella, did you ever hear of Ella of All of a Kind Family by Sidney Taylor?
Pardon?
Did you ever
Oh,
hear of
yes, yes, yes,
that
I did.
Sidney Taylor books are no longer in print? They're wonderful for children. Okay, go ahead, line 2.
T, 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 Te, 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 Ta, Ta, To, To.
Perfect. Now in line 3, they're showing you the tav, with or without the dot. There's the equal sign. It's exactly the same. Volunteer for line 3. Esther.
T T T T Tay 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 Ta Ta Tote.
Toe.
Oh,
There's a dot over
Oh,
that.
Toto.
Toto.
Toto. Sorry.
Toto. Isn't that the dog in
Yeah.
Wizard of
Wizard of
Oz.
Oz.
Oz? Yes,
Yes.
Toto. And then we have
Toto.
ta-ta. Ta-ta. Okay. All right. Do we have a volunteer for line 4? Remember, that's a ch. Somebody who hasn't gone. Helene.
Hate, late, mate, shate, tate, eight, hate, rate.
Perfect. Perfect. Mitsuyan. Mitsuyan means excellent. If I say lo tov,
Oh, okay.
you're in trouble. Then you're
I
in the
know that
doggy house. Yeah, you don't want that. Okay. Line 5. Jody.
Rate, 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 sha, rate, 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 rate.
Excellent. Oh, by the way, what I got very excited about, I get excited easily, is as I was going through and preparing for today and looking at all the words and the combinations, I saw that there were a lot of combinations that are real words in Hebrew. So I wrote them down, made a list, and I'm going to send you all a vocabulary list with what some of these sounds. Now we're getting into really, there's a lot of words here. Like one of the combinations, well, I won't tell you yet, but one of the combinations is the name of the Israeli airline, which is what?
LL.
You're going to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you're
saw
going to
that,
see
yeah.
that today. El Al. Does anyone know what it means? El in Hebrew means towards. Al means above. It's like to the skies. El Al, to above. It's cute, isn't it? Now you know what it means. Al.
can you
Okay.
go back to line 4?
Yes. That's
word
Charlene. Who's asking?
6, Alice.
Alice.
Word 6 and word
Okay.
7.
On 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. That's the letter ayin.
So it's eat.
8.
Oh,
The 2 dots are A. 8.
8. What is the next word? Is that
8.
also?
Okay.
8. So 8.
Alice, were you here last week?
Yes.
Okay.
It went
So
so
we did,
fast.
towards the end, we
went
did
so
the
fast.
ayin,
It's looking
2
down.
silent letters. The one that looks like a loop, 8, and then the olive, 8. Okay. Any other questions on that line? All right. So we did line 5. Let's do line 6. Faye, would you like to try one?
Yes.
Good.
Sha, sha, ray, te, te. Sha, ray, te, charade.
Right. All right. That was beautiful. All right. And you see that exclamation point because that word charade that's the word ministering or serving, okay, or helping. Okay. Marilyn, would you like to try line 7? Okay.
Sha, shar, charate, ha-charate, ha-charate, ha-charate.
I'm going to tell Julia that this is an intermediate class. You guys are really wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Not like some of the Hebrew classes I taught in the synagogue. All right, so now we have this, we have the first word with the second word is a phrase. And that is in Shalom Aleichem, which we saw before. Okay, big time now. Line 8. Who wants to try?
Malachi. Oh,
Susan? Susie, want to try it?
Oh, yeah, I'll try it. Mal ahe, hasha rate, mal ahe, hasha rate, mala ahe, ha shalom.
Right, angels of peace. Remember, Malach is an angel. Malachi HaShalom. And then on 9 and 10, they're trying to guide us. Let's all do line and 9 and 10 together. Okay, because it's from the song and they have the music below. So line 9. Shalom Aleichem Malachi Hasharet Malachi. Okay, so Shalom Aleichem
Yeah.
Hasharet Malachi. And the next word would be Elyon in line 10 together. Elech Malachi Hamalachim. Melech Malachi Hamalachim. So, Helene, to answer your question, when you're singing, you don't really make a big deal about that shva. So it's
But if I was speaking it, I would say Hame, Hame,
Hamalachim.
Hamalachim,
Melech Malachi,
yes.
Malachi, Hamalachim. Really perfect. Okay, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Okay, next page. Oh, yeah. Now, this is the page you've been waiting for. If you were absent last week, anybody here was absent last week? Does anyone know, by the way, Carol Fisher, Jackie Fleshman, who are not here today? Anyone know Phyllis Cole? Because she's never attended. I wrote to her, but okay. And Susan Schmid, you know her? Okay, you guys are really good. Okay, so review. So this is really good. Now let's take a look at that box. So these are letters we've learned. The first one is an aleph, silent. Ayin, or ayin, silent. A, the H sound. You know, and if you need to, you can write in pencil in your book, because if you forget what the sound of the letters, you can do it, because most of them have an equivalent in English, except like a tzadi or a chet, then you're lost. You can't do that in English. And if you put CH, you'll be confused because you're going to think it's a ch, right? So we have a aleph and an ayin and a hey. And then we have a chav and a final chav. The long ones. I call them the daddy long legs. Those are the final ones. And a lamed, la, and a mem.
Final mem.
A final mem. Okay. Remember, the only place for the final letter is at the end. That's why it's called final. Does anyone know Yiddish here?
Abyssal.
Abyssal. You know this is an expression, gezuchten getan. So maybe I'm not saying it. Gezuchten getan. It means like said and done, finished.
oh.
Okay, so we have the resh, and the tav, and the tav. Now, vowels. Wow, we learned a lot of vowels. Let's just say the sounds of the vowels, okay? E, A, E, A, A, O, like hamalachim, hamalachim.
Hamalachim.
Did you say shalom aleichem to your daughter-in-law, Helene, last Friday? You forgot.
Intimidating me now.
I wanted
It's the
her
grandkids. It's the grandkids, and that's tonight. That's part of my gratitude, is being
say
able to read it.
shalom aleichem, and let's see if they answer aleichem shalom.
See what they do.
Let's see. Okay, so this is review. So now we're really concentrating on that new silent letter, and the only thing that we can pronounce is if it has a vowel. Let's take a look at, can anyone do the first line? First line. We're concentrating on the letter Aleph. Okay, Alice.
Malachi.
Mala what? 2 dots.
Hey.
Okay. She's getting it.
And then
Mm-hmm.
A,
Mm-hmm.
E, E.
Okay. Very good. Can somebody continue with line 2? Line 2.
L,
Okay. Helene.
L, 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 Ellie,
A.
Aileen.
Ailey, Aileen,
Very good. Right.
I always say, I find, I was practicing this morning at the car dealership, waiting for my car to be fixed. And when I said a word and I sounded it out, then I would repeat it. And I found it stuck better if I said the word and then I repeated the word.
That's right.
Right.
Okay. Continue, Helene.
Okay, where was I?
You're under
Eloha.
Eloha. And that's not a
Eloha.
word. Yeah, right.
Elim rhymes with Helene.
There's a dot on the lamed.
Hello.
Elo. That's why I'm getting my eyes fixed next week. Seriously. Elohim.
Okay, so
Elohim.
what is Elohim?
It's another name.
Elohim, it's the name for God. You have
Right.
Adonai,
Elohim.
Elohim, right? And a lot of
Elohim.
others.
Elohim. Elohei. Elohechem.
Perfect. So you see, in that one word, you had the hey, you asked for huh, Elohechem, and she brought that one down on us. Okay, Elohechem, which means your God. Elohechem. Okay, Elohim, okay. Ein Keloheinu, Eloheinu means our God. There is none like our God. Ein, there is not. K, like Eloheinu. And then in Passover, Eloheinu, 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 Sheba Shemayim Uvaretz. Right? When we say Echad Miyodea, Echad Aniyodea. And there's one God, Echad Eloheinu, one our God. Okay, anyway, so much for Passover. Line 3. I really love Hebrew. That's the thing. I speak several languages, but Hebrew gets me all the time. That's where my heart is. Okay, Alice, I saw your hand up.
I think I could do, but I saw Jody put her hand up too.
Oh, Jody, where's Jody? Jody.
Hi.
Jody, go ahead. Line 3.
Okay. Or, ish, asher, oreich, et, ort,
Look at it again. Put your hand on your head and press.
oat, oat, emet.
Yeah, you've got those vowels. Very nice. Okay, now we have some phrases. Malachei Hashalom. Malachei El. Of God. First it said angels of peace. Malachei Shalom. Malachei El. El is another word for God. El. Malachei Elyon. I'm sorry. Malachei Elohim. Angels of God. That's another way to say. So El or Elohim is a God. Okay. Can anyone tell me those 2 words on line 5? Where's my Charlene? Charlene, can you read those 2 words on line 5? Take your time.
Malachei or
Perfect.
Malachei. Oh, no, Aish.
Going to be teaching the class next.
No,
Nice
thank you.
job. Nice job, Charlene. Okay.
Thank you.
6. Susan, can you do 6? Yeah, now we're introducing the ayin, silent.
Right. See, alehem, L, all. I
Yep.
don't know.
Wow, there it is, towards the above. Elal air lines.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it.
Oh, right,
Ah.
okay.
That's it. Okay. All right. Now again, we're practicing with the iron. Ella, 7.
Im, amo, amim, olam, olam,
And olam, do we know?
world.
Right. So in the blessings, Melech haolam, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Melech haolam, King, Melech haolam, Melech, King of the world. So we see these phrases. Where do we see these phrases? We see them in the prayer book. Again and again and again. The prayer vocabulary repeats a lot. Okay. Where are we? I think we're up to 8. Esther, 8.
Shema, Melech, Haolam, Olam.
Hey, anybody? What does Shema mean? Shema Yisrael.
Here,
Here. Shema is here.
Here.
Hear, O Israel. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Okay. All right. Line 9. Robin.
Ma Melech Haolam El Olam.
Very good. Okay. 10. Marilyn.
Shema Olam Shalom Al Olam.
Beautiful. Okay, now we have the hey, which is a huh, H sound. And let's see, Charlene, can you do 11?
Okay. Here,
R.
her.
The straight dot is ah. Har.
My copy is so blurry.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Hirohim.
Here im. Right, you got that. The dot under letter is E sound. So you have har, here im. And the last one.
Hey.
Okay, so if you're doing Israeli dance and then you go, hey, 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 Mayim, maybe they would spell it like this. Hey, hey. Okay. All right, and 12 we have again, Hamalachim, Ha'olam, Ha'amim. 13, Elohim, Elohechem. So you're gonna see that when you're doing prayers, you're going to be seeing a lot of these words, and then they become what we call sight vocabulary, right? When you see the word Elohim after a while, you're just going to know it as gestalt, as the whole thing, rather than have to sound it out. Okay, and that's what happens because, like I say, there's so much repetition in the prayer vocabulary. Okay, now on 19 again, there's review. So we're going to go through this quickly. Now I'm going to ask you. It's almost 10 of 2. This goes very fast. Are you able to stay like an extra 10 minutes so we could finish up to where I wanted to, or people have things to do?
Yes.
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 Or anybody
Yes.
who can't? All right, so we want to try to get our goal today because otherwise we're never going to finish the alphabet. Okay, so we did a review. Now, review and expansion, we're going to continue. And I would say let's do this all together because we're just reviewing the letters and we're really doing pretty well on this, but I don't want to skip this page. It's really important that everybody who missed anything gets that letter, right? So if you don't know a letter, you've got to have it so that we can go on. And I'm not going to just skip. All right, so we have the letter Resh that we did today. We'll say this together. Keep up with me and I'll say it with you. Shar.
Right.
You prefer that I say it and you say it after me?
Yeah.
Let's do it that way so we get through this page quickly. Okay, line 1. Sharet.
All right.
Har.
Are.
Hirim.
Hearing.
Merosh.
Rosh.
Reshit.
Sheet.
That sound familiar? Bereshit?
Yeah.
In Reshit. In the beginning. Bereshit. Reshit bara Elohim. and Beta'aretz. In the beginning, the first words of the Torah in Genesis.
Right, all right.
There's Reshit means beginning. Okay, line 2. Orech,
Orech.
Orech.
Shir,
Shear.
Shear.
Cheers.
Shamor,
Shamor.
Tamar.
Tamar.
Mama.
That's a Hebrew name. Resh,
Resh.
the
Resh.
name of the letter. Okay, now we have the Shin, Sharet,
Sharet.
Shalom,
Shalom.
Shir,
Shear.
Shear.
Shem,
Shame.
Shame.
Shemo,
Shamo.
Shamo.
Shemecha.
Shamecha.
Shamecha.
See the final chaf, and it has a vowel in it, so that's a ch and a. Shemecha. Shimcha.
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 Line 4. Shema,
Shema. Shema.
Shishi,
Shishi.
Shishi.
Lishi.
Lishi.
She,
Right, that was Shalishi. Okay. Shell,
shall,
Shell.
Sheshet.
Sheshet.
Good. Line 5. Ish,
Ish.
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 The first one, the 2 dots is A, Ish, and the 1 dot is E. My D, there's a mouse.
Ish.
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 Asher,
Share.
Shamor.
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 Here's a new letter we had today, the Tav, Arate,
Sharet.
Charade.
Et,
Et.
Ot,
Oat.
Oto,
Oto.
Emet,
Emmet.
Sheshet,
Sheshet.
Reshit.
Reshit.
Line 7. Remember, the Tav with the dot is still going to be a T. Torah.
Torah.
Torah. Okay. Tehillah.
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 In the Psalms, it always says Tehillah David, a prayer of David. Tehillah is a psalm. Tamar.
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 Toch.
Toch.
Line 8. Still, we have with the dot, without the dot, still a T. Torat. Emet.
Emmet.
Listen to me and I'll say the whole phrase again. Torat. Emet.
Torah. Emmet.
Torah of truth. Okay. Tachlit.
Tachlit.
In Yiddish, there's the word tachlis. It's like tachlis is like the bottom line. Tell me what is the main thing? Line 9. Melech.
Melech.
Malachim.
Malachim.
Malachei.
Malachim.
Malachei.
Malachim.
10. Shemo.
Shemo.
Simcha.
Shimcha.
Ar.
Tamar.
Tamar.
Meirosh.
Rosh.
Okay, so the dot above the resh is O. Meirosh. Line 11. Shamor.
Amor.
Emet.
Emmet.
Shema.
Shema.
And 12, the final mem. Shalom.
Shalom.
Aleichem.
Alechem.
Okay. 13. Sham.
Sham.
Am.
Am.
Olam.
Olam.
Hirim.
Erim.
We're looking at the Lamed. Melech.
Melech.
Melachim.
Melachim.
Malachim.
Melachim.
And Malchei.
Malchei.
Malachei.
Malachei.
Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem.
In El. Al.
Al.
16. Shel.
Shel.
Shalishi.
Shalishi.
Tehillah.
Tehillah.
Tachlit.
Tachlit.
Okay, now we have the chaf on 17. Malachi,
Malachi.
Okay.
malachi.
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 Okay, 18, they're focusing on the final chaf, melech.
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 18, shimcha,
Shimcha.
amcha.
Amcha.
Great. Okay, now, in that song we did, Shalom Aleichem, it goes, Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharet, Malachi Elyon. So here we have the word Elyon, and they're focusing on when the Yud is actually a letter with the sound of Y. Yeah. Yeah, there it speaks for itself. It's got the sound of a Y. Okay. So what we have on line 1 is just the letter Yud. I used to call it the baby Yud with all the vowels. Okay, so let's do it. I'll do it slowly. Again, really important that you master the vowels because they're going to be very important in Hebrew. Ye,
E.
E.
yay,
A,
A.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yo.
Yeah.
Okay, now there you have a yud and you have a vowel, the O vowel. There's a vav and a dot, and that is O. So we have y, O, yo in a lot of words. Okay. Okay, I need a volunteer for line 2. Let's just try something different. I want a volunteer, and then I want a mora, and then I want a teacher. I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to shut up. And I want someone to read it. And if the one who's a reader makes a mistake, I want the other one to be careful and correct it. We have a duo here, a pair. I need a reader and I need a teacher. All right. Alice is going to volunteer to be the reader. Ella is going to be the teacher. Okay.
Okay.
No pressure, Alice.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, yo. Yeah, yeah. Elyon. Let me see. Yes, Elyo.
El, el,
And then Elyom.
All right. What do you say, teach? She did okay?
good job.
Good job. Okay. Tov ma'od. All right. Now we're going to switch you two. And now you're going to be the reader, Ella, and you're going to be the teacher, Alice, on line 3.
El, yeah.
Line 3.
Line 3. Okay. Yol,
Mhm.
yol,
No,
yo,
yo.
yo,
Very good. Oh, she gave it a great.
yosh, yom, yomi.
Right. There's something called Daf Yomi. It's a page of Talmud a day that a lot of people are doing. All right. Very good. All right. I need 2 more people. Line 4, the same thing. I need a student and a teacher. Any volunteers? I need a pair. All right. We'll take Faye. You're going to be the reader. And my husband just raised his hand. And you are going to be the correct. Won't get too far with him. Okay.
Faye, you need to unmute yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
So Faye, wait, we need a teacher. Okay. Helene, you be the teacher.
okay.
Line 4. Okay,
So
Faye is
Faye
going
is
to read.
reading. Go ahead, Faye.
Okay. Yell, yech, yem, yem, yer, yet, yesh.
Hey, how'd you do?
On the, it's yame in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4th word over. It's an A sound, so it's yame.
Okay.
It was a little
Now,
A.
I think Israelis would say like yam, but I learned yam, so we're going to do it. Okay, now let's switch. Helene, you're the reader on line 5. Faye, you're the
On
teacher on line 5.
Okay.
Yal, yach, yam, yamim, Ya'ar.
All right, now they tried to trick you because they had yam, and you weren't expecting that mem to be at the end, but you did it right.
Mhm.
All right, I need another pair. If I don't see any hands up, I'm gonna call on you. All right, Jody, you're gonna read. Robin, you're gonna be the teacher, line 6.
Ya, Ya'al, Yelch,
Wait. Yuck, I heard yuck.
Yelch,
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Go back to the first one.
Start again. We're on line 6.
El, Yell,
Right, yell, like
Yell.
hoo-ha, yell.
Yell. Ya, Lel. Nice one for me.
Yellow.
Yam,
No,
Wait. What was that second word? You don't like that word.
no.
All right, who's the
Yeah,
teacher?
Ya'el,
Yellow. Yellow.
Ya'el,
Yallel, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Ya'el.
What's that third one? I want to hear it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Is there a food that you didn't like as a kid?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, keep going.
Yam, Yet, Yesh, La, Yim, Laim.
How'd she do?
Good.
Okay, Robin, you're up. She's the teacher. Line 7, Robin.
Yil. Ich. Yim. Eat. Ish. Mayim.
Very
Who knows
good.
what Mayim. What does it mean?
Mayim.
Mayim.
Mayim?
Mayim. This is
Okay.
water,
Mayim.
right? Water. Mayim. If you're ever in the Israeli desert, in the Negev, and you're very thirsty and you lost your canteen, just yell out, Mayim.
Mayim.
And maybe a better one will save your life.
Mayim.
Okay, we need another pair. Charlene, you're the reader. The teacher is Esther. Uh-oh, she gave me a dirty look. Or Charlene. Go ahead.
What line am I on? I'm sorry.
8.
I don't know how to pronounce that first one. I'm sorry.
Okay, great. That's what I wanted you to say.
Yom.
That's what someone who's smart says. I always tell the students, you don't understand something. I was the biggest pain in the ass in the class. If I didn't understand something, I would always raise my hand and I would ask. All right, but that's the only way you learn. All right, who's the teacher here?
I am. It's
All right, okay, so we're gonna blend it. Yom, word yom means day. Yom v'layla, day and night. So that little yud, Charlene, is a letter Y.
Right.
Yud. And so and the vowel is O, yo, and it's a final mem, yom. Okay, say it.
Yom,
Perfect.
like Yom Kippur.
Exactly. There you go. Remember the little yud?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Y.
I'm trying to sound it out.
Go ahead, take your time.
Yeah, mem.
All right, there's a mouse at your feet, that little dot. Yeah. If you saw a mouse, what would you say?
I find my cat.
Most people go, ee, a mouse.
Yeah, meme.
Yes.
I can't tell if it's 2 dots or a line.
It's a line. It's a straight
line.
line across. Yes, straight line.
Mayim.
Very good. What's the last sound? Where's the teacher? Who's the teacher here?
It's a T, yeah.
Okay.
Ayalot.
What do you say, Teach?
Good.
There you go.
Thank you. Yarate. Yarot.
Right, I wrote, because there's no vowels. We just had the letter y. Yeah, I wrote. Nice job. Very good.
Wait,
All right.
now,
Esther is going to read. Any
What?
question?
What's the last word? Yeah, I wrote.
Yeah, wrote.
Yeah, I wrote. Yeah, because we don't have a vowel. Yeah, I wrote.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Well, no, we can't give it a yeah. It's just yeah,
yeah.
because there's no vowel. Yeah, I wrote. Yeah, I wrote. All right. Now Esther's going to read 9. And Charlene is going to check her.
Yoke. Yosh. Yor. Yom. Yom. Yom.
Very nice. All right, everybody, line 10. L, L, yo,
O.
L, yo, El Yom. Is that where we're trying to learn it? Well, something similar. El Yom. But look on the top of the page. We're going to be learning El Yon, which means above. El Yon. And at the bottom, it shows you El Yon, that word, and the Y sound, like the Y in the word yet. Yeah, it's just a Y sound. Okay. All right, it's 5 after. We can go for like another 5 minutes. 21. Oh, that's the last one. I love you guys. We can make our goal. All right, page 21. Another new letter. The long ones are the final ones, like the final hop is a long, the daddy long legs. This is a final nun. Final nun. Sound of an N. N. Okay, so I'm going to read the first line, combine that final nun with vowels. Just read it after me. Let's just pick up the pace a little bit and try to stay together. Here we go. Nun. N.
No.
Geen.
Pain.
Pain.
Lean.
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 Lean on me. Mean.
Mean.
Sheen.
Mean.
Grown.
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 Ten.
Tain.
Pain.
Pain.
A.
Time. Ten.
Hen.
N.
N.
N. Okay, so it's an N. It can only be at the end. Ella.
I just have a question on, is there a good mnemonic device to tell the final N from the final chaf? They look very much alike.
They look alike. When you write them, the final nun is a straight line, and the final chaf looks like a chaf with a. So the final chaf has a curve, like the regular chaf, and then it goes straight down. So where did we have a final chaf here? We didn't. On that line, we had no final chaf.
Well, no, but I mean, I'm asking in general.
Yeah, okay. Well, the final chaf, so you gotta remember that the chaf is, I don't know how to do this backwards. The chaf is rounded, and the final chaf is rounded and down. It has to have, its final nun is straight. Straight line is what we do. It goes below the line when we use the machberet, the Hebrew writing book.
With
Okay,
line 9, we have final.
final chaf. Right.
Yeah.
Now, that's in script. And in print, it is like this, like a door. Okay, it's like a right angle, and then it goes down. So what I would do is I would circle for a while the final nun and the final chaf, and then compare them visually when you see the final chaf. Okay, so I would do that in your page. All right, we're gonna do some repetition here. It's almost 10 after. Bear with me, and here we go. Line 2. I'll say it. You say it after me. Amen.
Amen.
That's it. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Yamin.
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 Amen. Ain.
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 Shane.
Shane.
Teen.
Sheen.
Ein, Keloheinu. So that's the word ein. Line 3. Hamon.
Hamon.
Moon.
Hamon.
Hamon.
Amen.
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 Yamin.
Amen.
Yamin.
Yamin.
Amen.
Yitain. I'm sorry. Yitain.
Etain.
And yitain.
Etain.
Okay. Line
Does
4.
the final noon ever have a vowel underneath it? I mean, in these cases, it doesn't.
Possible. It's
Okay.
not often, but it's possible.
Okay.
Yeah, it's possible. Line 4. Yan.
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 Yin.
In.
Yon.
Yum.
Yom.
Yum.
Yum.
Yon.
Yum.
Yom.
Yum.
Yom.
Yum.
Yon.
Yum.
Okay, so they're showing the final mem and the final mem, which is a straight line. Now here's that ayin.
F.
El.
L.
Elyo.
Yo.
El.
L.
Yon.
Yum.
Yum.
Elyon.
Yon.
Elyon.
Yon.
Elyon. That's
Yon.
our key word for today. Malache Elyon.
Malachi. Elyon.
Malache Elyon.
Malachi. Elyon.
Malache Elyon.
Malachi. Elyon.
Malache Hasharet.
Malachi. Hasharet.
Malache Elyon.
Malachi. Elyon.
Going to read the whole line and then listen, and then you're going to repeat it back. Shalom Aleichem Malache Hasharet Malache Elyon. Go ahead.
Shalom.
Alechem.
Malache Hasharet Malache Elyon.
Elyon.
Last line. Mimelech Malache Hamlachim. Mimelech
Malachi.
Hamlachim. So in this particular page, they didn't have a lot of final cut. But on line 9, I would circle that from Mimelech, and I would go back to the words with. Now, very quickly, just want to see how far we got. That was great. That's what I wanted to get up to today. I'm very happy because I kept complaining to Julia, and I kept saying, we really need to have more time. You know, I'm not complaining. I said, I love it. I adore you, and I want to be able to finish. Okay. Can anyone, you have your book? Can you go to the Shalom Aleichem? I don't know if I can. Let me, I can screen share again. Oh my God, if I can
It's
do
on
this.
page 5. It's on
Wow.
page
Well,
5.
watch this. Uh-oh, share. I'm a genius. If I can- Yes. I
Did it.
can
Look
see
at
it.
that.
I did it. Oh my goodness. I had so many palpitations over this. Okay. I want somebody to read line 1 and line 2. I want you to hear this. Can anybody read that? You?
I can.
All right,
Oh.
Rocky, go ahead.
Shalom Alechem. Malachi Hasharet. Malachi Elyon. Mimelech. Malachi Hamlachim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Right, Hakadosh, Kadosh.
Kadosh
Very
Baruch Hu.
excellent. Wow, wow. Can anyone read line 3 and 4?
I can.
Jay,
Yes. Yeah.
go ahead.
פותחם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, ממלך, מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Wow, for both of you. Bravo. Can anyone do
Thank you.
5 and 6? Oh, you've come a long way, baby. 5 and 6, anybody? The first word is Barchuni. Any volunteers?
I'll do it.
Charlene?
Yep.
You go, girl. Go, Charlene.
Okay. Barakuni Lishalom Malake Hashalom Malake Elyon El
Yep, Elyon. Got it.
Elyon Mi Melech Malake
Okay.
Hamlakim Hakodosh Baruch Hu.
Hakadosh. Hakadosh.
Hakadosh.
I don't.
There is a word Kodesh, which means holy. Hakadosh, the Holy One. Baruch Hu. Wow. Easy. Yofi. Oh my goodness gracious. She even got that Baruch Hu. And 7 and 8, Seitem. That's a tsadi. So we don't have an English sound like that. Seit. And there's no vowel under the aleph. So you would just go right going to the next letter because it's silent. Anybody can do 7 and 8? Somebody else? Any brave ones here? Any brave hearts?
I'll do it.
Who's that?
Alice.
Alice. Come on, Alice.
Okay. Seitchem l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon mimelech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu.
Wow, I would say take a bow, take a bow. Okay, next week, in 2 weeks, I wish it was every week, but we'll do every two, like we said, till we get to January. So now, tonight, when I light the candles and I bless my children, I do the candle lighting first, and then I think I sing, and then we do the wine, and then we go and wash, and we have the challah. So pretty soon, I mean, if you do light the candles, you can also sing Shalom Aleichem at night pretty soon, because you've had everything. The only thing we haven't had, I think, is a regular nun, which is on line 5. It's Bar Chuni. And we had the final nun. I think that's about it. And the bet, Baruch, but you know from Baruch. And if we have some extra time someday, I will teach you the blessing, the priestly blessing of the children, the one that's Yevarechecha, Yishmerecha, Ya'er Panavilecha. That's a very beautiful blessing. But you guys have done amazingly well. I'm going to be going to a committee, an education committee from Women's League, and I am going to brag. I'm going to get out my brag book. Say my babies are doing great. I am thrilled. Really, I'm thrilled to pieces. You have all done fantastically. Keep it up. Keep studying. And I'm going to send you a vocabulary list with the words. So when you see these words again in combination, you go, oh, or if you go to synagogue, you say, I know that word. Yom Kippur, they can't fool me. And Rosh, we had the word Rosh Hashanah. You'll have Rosh Hashanah. Oh, head of the year. They say in Judaism, better to be a head than to be a tail. And that's why you have the head of the fish. Then that's the reason you eat a fish head. Why? Because it's better to be the head than the tail. Anyway, there's a lot of crazy stuff. But anyway, have a fantastic Shabbat. Looking forward to my son and daughter coming for Thanksgiving. And I hope we told them to get tested for COVID. And hopefully we'll have a really nice time together. And I have another one in Texas and another one in West Hempstead with all the children. They're not coming. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's Yom HaHodia, the day of thanks. And we'll meet again in 2 weeks. Keep practicing. You're fantastic. I may take a little piece of another prayer with some words that we know, like some of the blessings, and start off with that next week and expand your prayer vocabulary. But now, there's different melodies, but Shalom Aleichem is pretty much da 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 da. It's that very one. So you can practice singing it because you can read it now. And if you go to a Friday night service, anyone having Friday night live services? No. Yes, Charlene?
Not live on Zoom.
On Zoom. Okay, so if the cantor is singing Shalom Aleichem, you can get out your book and sing along at home, and nobody will know if you make a mistake. But you should be practicing and listening, and those words will be very, very familiar to you. All right, so we're gonna end. I'm gonna end with a little music if I can. Yay. Mm. Nice little klezmer. This is called the Golden Havana. The well. Hava Alberstein, ladies and gentlemen. Dort wie groß seine Wasser steht, da kann ich vertrauen. Kommen wir ziehen Wasser mit die Erde alle Nacht. Und die Sonne wie weiße, wachsen Vögel größten Sorgen. Ohne der Waldkeit von die Sterne tanzen ja wieder. Okay, have a good one. It was wonderful being with you, and we're really making progress. We're getting there.
Thank you.
You'll
Thank
be
you,
great
Carol.
through readers.
Carol, bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye, Shabbat shalom.
bye-bye.
Shabbat shalom.
And happy Thanksgiving.
Shabbat shalom and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And
Shabbat
stay
shalom,
healthy.
shalom.
Healthy,
Carol.
healthy. Stay healthy, please.
Carol, do you
Yes.
ever teach Yiddish?
No, I would like to take Yiddish. Do you know
Oh.
Yiddish?
Do I know? Not well, very little.
My synagogue is going to ask for volunteers to have each night like different candle lighting. And as I'm co-president of my sisterhood, I wrote to my my co, and she sings well and she plays the piano. But I said, I went to get Hanukkah is Oy Hanukkah, like Oy Hanukkah, and I don't know exactly what all the words mean, but I'm going to look them up. And I said maybe we could get on Zoom, with the synagogue, and we could sing that in Yiddish for them, and then light our Chanukiot. Oh, did I tell you this is great? I didn't tell everybody, but there is a Chanukia that has as a shamash. You can get it online. It's a little expensive. Ruth Bader Ginsburg is a shamash, and underneath it says "I dissent." And there's also a poster that I am going to order for my daughter, who's of a mind with me. And it's a picture of Ruth Bader Ginsburg with her robe and her fancy collar, like our lace-tatted collar. And it said, women should always be present where decisions are being made. That's going to be one of her Hanukkah presents, so she can hang it up on her wall when she goes back to her office. So, all right, so have a good one. No, I can't teach Yiddish. I know a little bit of this Yiddish. I wish I could teach Yiddish, but you know what? Ella, keep that thought. And would you like Women's League to have somebody teach a Yiddish class?
Yes, that would
Okay.
be.
I'm going to be at a meeting, like I say, of the bigwigs on the education committee with Ellen Bresnick and Julia Loeb, and I'll mention it. And maybe there is yeah, I would sign up for that. Absolutely. That would be great. Did you
Carol-
ever hear yes.
Do you have my email address?
I don't know. What is it?
E
Mhm.
A Hellman, HELLMAN @gmail.com.
I think I have it and I wrote it down. So I'm gonna make that list. You know what else I want to try to do? I want to try to make a challah. I made a challah through Women's League. They had a challah making thing and I'm going to try to make one now. It's getting a little late, but I think I might be able to squeeze in there. All right. Well, just get it ready even for tomorrow night, put it in the fridge. So have a great weekend. Have a great Shabbat.